France warns Theresa May EU will decide when UK quits Irish backstop. Image, EBS. French Europe Minister Nathalie Loiseau said any decision taken to end the backstop arrangement cannot be made by the United Kingdom alone and must involve the remaining 27 European Union countries. Brexiteers in Mrs May's cabinet have demanded the inclusion of the mechanism that would unilaterally trigger a UK exit from any customs union arrangement in the backstop, the insurance policy to prevent a hard border in Ireland. EU negotiators rejected this and reportedly told their UK counterparts that the European Court of Justice would have to be involved in the arbitration of any potential mechanism. Europe ministers from bloc's remaining countries have gathered in Brussels to discuss Brexit and hear from their chief negotiator Michel Barnier today. Ahead of the meeting, Ms. Loiseau rejected the possibility of an independent mechanism being included in the backstop to help the Prime Minister with her domestic negotiations. The French Europe minister told reporters, "If we end any sort of temporary arrangement, this is to be bilateral decision from the EU 27 and from the UK at the same time, and we have to know in that moment what sort of solution there is for the Irish border." Technical level negotiations will continue between the British and EU teams as they move closer and closer to seal a Brexit deal, according to one EU diplomat. A technical deal is once again within days of conclusion, but Mrs May is struggling to win political backing from her cabinet as further splits emerge in her Conservative Party. Andrea Leadsom, the Commons leader, has warned the Prime Minister that MPs would not support any deal that would keep Britain locked in a backstop arrangement with Brussels. She told BBC Radio 5 Live the UK cannot be held against its will in a possible customs union with the EU, adding, "It cannot be a decision that can be overturned by the European Union. It must be capable for the United Kingdom to decide to leave that customs arrangement." Former Brexit Secretary David Davis has also warned Mrs May that allowing the ECJ to have an oversight in Britain's decision to quit any backstop arrangement could result in a permanent backstop arrangement, everlasting customs union membership. EU officials are fearful splits in Mrs May's minority Conservative government will continue make it difficult for her chief negotiator Ollie Robbins to make an agreement on the withdrawal deal. Brussels has so far refused to budge from demands that the ECJ and UK must use a joint committee to decide when the backstop is ended. EU negotiator Michel Barnier told European ministers that work is still to be done on the negotiations because a number of differences in position. Austria's EU Minister Gernot Blumel said, "In these final stages of negotiations, ministers showed again today that we are determined to keep the unity of the EU 27. We have reconfirmed our trust in the negotiator, and we support his efforts to continue working towards a deal." The EU 27 also agreed that work should continue to prepare for bloc for the possibility of the UK leaving without a deal.